Hello, everybody, and
We've got a lot of bottles of water today.
Don't tell them because we're sharing it to save the planet. Hold my hand.
Do not
hold my hand, baby.
Do you hold hands like that with your fingers locked?
Yeah, sometimes.
If you're listening only, we've locked our fingers.
We've locked our fingers.
I prefer with you. I prefer to hold like that.
With me.
See, I always had Joey down as a monkey grip.
No, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what monkey grip is?
Like where you just grab them by the.
No.
It's that grip. You know when you do that.
Ah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
No.
You never.
How do you show me? How do you hold your girlfriend
At night?
Yeah,
really tight so she can't escape. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. I'm Joey Page. I'm one of the co-hosts. Obviously, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new,
salute.
Thanks for coming back. And this is my co-host Bilal.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. And
he's on the internet at Zaffa Cakes for some reason.
Thank you.
Okay.
What's your Joey Page comedy
across all formats? And I would like to announce, as I did last week, that I am going on tour this autumn. So check out my Instagram for the dates. There's about 15 of them, and I'm going to some really cool places like Hemel Hempstead.
Ooh. Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
15 times Hemel Hempstead.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the tour. You're going to have support, or are you doing? What
I don't know yet. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's so funny. That was a great noise.
Okay, so we're in high spirits today, Bilal. What did you say?
We had a lot of coffee. It's very hot.
That you put 2 layers on.
Well, I had to change clothes from the last episode, so we can pretend.
I think you don't have to. I do it enough that they can see it's a different episode.
You should just get a standard one outfit, like Homer Simpson.
He basically isn't too far away from that.
I like wearing the same thing like a cartoon character.
Yeah. Should we, as we've already got him on tape, should we introduce our guest straight off the bat today?
Would you like to go first? Would you like me to go first?
This comedian has been in the trenches with me for many years. I think we started possibly around the same time. We've done a lot of Edinburgh festivals and been drunk in a lot of bars together. He is one of the chief proprietors of the hit cult movement Weirdos. Yes. He's made a film. He's wearing an absolutely lovely knitted blouse. His name's Matt Highton, and he's on the show today, everybody.
Woo!
Hi.
Is it a blouse? Because
I just wanted to say blouse.
Side.
It does have a blousey feel. I think it's very nice.
If you're only listening, it's like one of those, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. It's like one of them like knitted shopping bags that old ladies have, but a shirt.
Is it crocheted?
You put oranges in.
Is that crocheting?
Yeah, it is crochet. Yeah.
I'll have a shirt if she's going to crochet it like that. Off your old
she
missus.
will do that for you.
Okay. Do you want to do your intro?
Nah. Okay, fine. You looked really disappointed. Today's guest, everybody, what's the word for someone who does loads of stuff? A loads of stuff guy.
Loads of stuff guy, yeah.
A comedian, a filmmaker, which we'd like to get into a little bit.
A savant.
Done very well. A savant.
No, a polymath.
A poly. We've done lots. I know over lockdown, he's done amazingly online through incredible little videos, sometimes satirical, sometimes pure silly for the laugh of it.
Don't ever touch me again on this podcast.
We held hands at the start.
I know, that's enough now.
All right, when it ends, I'm going to hold your hand. Part of Weirdos, brilliant thing. We did a gig, talk about that. Does lots of amazing, very, very talented in all the ways. Probably can use all the Adobe programs.
All of them.
It's Matt Highton, everybody.
That is.
Thank you very much.
Can you use all of them?
Did you?
I think so. Go on.
Premiere.
Obviously.
Photoshop.
Obviously.
Audition.
Yes. After Effects.
After Effects.
Character Creator.
Oh, that's good.
That's a niche one.
That's where you rig your face up. No, you'd like this to a character, and as you move, it like moves the mouth, so you can make a little Joey Page cartoon about your troubled life.
I don't have a troubled life.
If Bilal's sick, you could create a cartoon version of him, and then just have him as a co-host.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matthew. He's
Never
here
sick.
as a huge favour to himself. Like, I don't need him for this podcast.
As a favour to myself.
Yeah, like I'm doing you a huge favour by letting you co-host this.
Oh,
I could do this on my own.
go on then.
No, I don't want to. I could.
Let's see you do it by yourself.
Huh? No,
There you
'cause
go.
You're here now.
Can't do it.
I'll do it next week on my own.
What other Adobe? Do you say Adobe or Adobe? I say Adobe. Is that wrong?
I say
That's wrong.
Adobe. This is what people have really want to get to the bottom of today.
Say Adobe.
Yeah, I'm
Did you say Nike or Nike?
Nike.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Surely it's Adobe. Did you
You
say
know what?
Adidas?
I say Adidas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
My dad says a couple of things wrong.
Go on.
He calls a can of drink, like a Fanta or whatever. He'll call it a tin of drink.
Yeah.
A tinny of Fanta. That's all right.
Okay. He says Citrian.
That's a good one.
This is good.
Citron.
That's not too bad.
He says I'm lazy.
Yeah, well,
Hi, Pops. He's watching. I never called him that before.
he's our number one listener.
Actually watches it on YouTube. And if you only listen, you can watch it live on YouTube if you want. And if you're enjoying it, then why not click the subscribe button on YouTube or rate us highly on any of the platforms that you're listening on.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Matt, Matthew, what would you prefer?
You know what? I'll let you. I think you've always called me Matt, so I think it'd be.
I've always called you Matt.
You've always called me Matt. Yeah. I'll let you decide.
You got a middle name that you're willing to share?
I am. It's monosyllabic. It's just Ian.
I thought you were going to say
Matt Ian. Yeah.
I thought your middle name you were saying was monosyllabic.
Yeah, Matthew monosyllabic Highton. I actually found out recently that I was supposed to have a different middle name, but my dad vetoed it at the last minute.
What was it?
It's supposed to be
Vetoed?
Trevelyan.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, which is my great granddad's name. But then my dad decided.
Trevelyan?
Yeah, how good's that?
I don't think I know anyone who's called
James Bond
Trevelyan.
villain. That's the only one. There's the Doctors in Tooting, and my great granddad. It's a Welsh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
But instead, he went, I don't like Trevelyan. It's too flamboyant. I'll take the Ian from it and go with that. Middle name? You got one?
Ali.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bilal
Because
Ali.
he loves Deli
Boxing.
Ali.
Deli Ali, don't
Yeah.
say that. That's a football thing,
I got it.
which you don't want to waste our time.
There was something that I wanted to bring up about my week. Can I bring that up?
Okay.
Because we normally do that at the beginning, but we skipped that. But I've got something. That I
Let's
wanted to
hear
talk
about your week.
No, I got really badly heckled on Friday.
Did you?
Where's this?
For the sort of behaviour, and this is really going to upset my dad, and I've continued it on today, for wearing white socks and shoes, right?
That's fine.
Because it has become
Gen Z sock.
Yeah, it has become a fashion thing, right? So I thought, well, I'll lean into it. And before I'd even got on the stage, this guy has just really aggressively kept going, white socks and shoes. And I was like, yeah. But I couldn't even start. He was like, why are you wearing white socks and black shoes? I said, well, it's fashion. And he went, no, it's not. I was like, well, this is like a horrible start to a gig, right? And then
Wow.
I was like, because I just was so rocked by it. I went, you don't know anything about fashion. Look at your beard, because he had a little chin beard.
Oh, dear.
Right? And he went, just because you can't grow a beard. And it turned into this really petty, argument thing. And I was like, and I'm not even being funny. I'm just, on the defensive, and it looked bad. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try and calm this down. And so then I said, this isn't how I'd like to have started the gig. And if you'd have actually let me start, the beginning of my set is me just saying about how much I look like a prick. So if you let me do that, you might enjoy it. And so I did that. And then I said, by the end of this gig, I feel like, when you see in the newspaper once a year, there'll be a story about a big animal in the zoo has become friends with a weird lizard. Yeah. I was like, that's how our relationship's gonna develop over this set. And then he went, yeah, you're the fucking lizard. And I went, yeah, I know. Why are you being so aggressive? He's still being so aggressive, this guy. And I was like, fucking hell. So then I just avoided him. So I thought, this guy might be a bit of a lunatic. But then I kept on sniping at him. So I was like, so my marriage fell apart. And I went, maybe that's what this guy's problem is. I don't know why he's so angry. I just kept on. And then after the gig, he waited for me on the stairs.
Oh, no.
And then he went, it's really good how you handled that, mate. Most people wouldn't come back from that, but you handled it really well. I was like, you did it. What do you mean I handled it really well? If you're out there, don't come to my tour, you fucking psycho. But I just basically was like, yeah, whatever, mate. Because I just wanted to get out of there.
Did that knock your confidence with the socks?
Well, no, I've gone for it again today.
That's
But
good.
with shorts this time.
You've got to.
But it did actually, thank you for asking, because the next night, I didn't wear white socks.
Knocks your confidence. All it takes. One bad.
Who are these
experience.
people? Who are these people that think it's their duty to heckle?
And he was wearing like essentially like a no fear t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, maybe like, tap out. You know what I mean? One of those kind of
Oh my god!
fucking muscle
Well,
head.
I'm sorry that happened, but it sounds like it went okay in the end.
Yeah, but it rocked me. I've been heckled like that for a long
No,
time.
like from
Certainly
when
not
you
for my
walk on
socks.
stage.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I hadn't even got to the mic. He shouted it twice.
Yeah, it's been ages since I've had that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should get him on here, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he really hates the trend.
I mean, I don't like it, but I'm rapidly trying to hang on to my youth here.
Yeah. Are you doing hearts like Gen Z?
What do you mean?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, can
Go
you do
on.
it?
Isn't it this? Is it that?
It is that. Yeah, you didn't even have to think about
not
that.
that.
No, you
I'm
do
very young.
middle finger and forefinger.
Oh, is it? Yeah. They do this. They do this and they go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
it, I think.
You
I think
nailed
that's
it.
First time.
You look like you're being born.
I see you. How's everyone else's week been? I tried to get that off my chest.
No,
Sorry.
it's good. Good story, man. Yeah, pretty good. What do I have to report?
Moved house again?
Moved house again.
Is there anything you're struggling with your house?
Yeah.
Is there anything where you're like, oh, we haven't quite nailed that room yet, or we haven't quite?
There's loads to do still. There's loads to do. Still loads of stuff in, bags and things that needs to get
When did
sorted.
you move?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, you're allowed that. That's all right.
Yeah. I'm not too
But
worried.
he's got like 4 air fryers to unpack.
I've got 7 air fryers now. I
Really?
collect them, yeah. One thing is that I've heard that the downstairs neighbour is a bit difficult.
In what way?
He, okay, basically.
He was
You've
one of the
heard
rioters.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say
yeah.
you've heard this.
So basically,
Who told you?
my brother was living in this place a
Yeah.
while ago, right? And he had she's 3 now, his daughter, but she was a baby at the time. And apparently the guy downstairs would like complain about the baby making noise. And it was like...
And your brother's only telling you this after you've moved in?
No, trust me, he was messaging me about it at the time. He was furious about it. He said all sorts of things about the guy, which, I don't know, it seems a bit like, a bit moany. And I worry that there's going to be a bit of
Yeah, but you're not
moaning about my wife or whatever.
You're not exactly like me. Like, you're not a party animal. So I think you're going to be okay.
I think so, but yeah, I don't know.
Are you a stomper? Do you stomp around?
I like to jump.
Well, I think you're going to have big problems. You've been doing the Olympics in your own living room.
Yeah. Did you watch much Olympics?
Oh, I watched quite a bit of it.
What do you think of Ray Gun then? Let's talk about Ray Gun. What
Do you
think
know
of Ray
what?
Gun? You've seen Ray Gun.
That's a confident thing. Like your socks, I just hope they have the confidence to get back out there.
I think it sucked. I think it sucked, and they're an embarrassment. And then when people go, "Oh, you can't take the mick because it wasn't very good because she's got feelings," well, be better.
Well,
it is an American. Because don't you have to like? I assume it's like the other.
What the hell are you doing for continuity?
Bilal,
Just put
Ray
cap
Gun.
on. Oh,
go.
Ray Gun she kind of did this right. Wait.
It's just
she
like
did
jittering.
She did this right, and then. Do you
And
remember that?
didn't she hop like a kangaroo?
And then she did this thing where she like touched her like Australia, like
Yeah.
proud, and then she turned around and started.
If I was going to do that for Great Britain, like what animal would I have to do? Like a bull? Would you have to, instead of doing that, would you have to go?
You'd have to roll yourself in pastry and become like a big
sausage roll. Yeah.
That's what it'd be.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of puff pastry, and it's not. It doesn't hit the spot.
Have you had it? Is this you not had it in your life, and you just?
No, I just recently I was really excited to get some puff pastry and put some cheese in it.
Are you making something with it?
Roll some cheesy, twirly things. Baked it. Yeah.
And it didn't do it for you.
It's
But
okay,
you've got
innit?
to season the pastry. You can't just rely on it on its own. Sorry, Matthew. 1 second.
Yeah.
Just a little production meeting. You know, in your vet the guest, you can ask him what his favourite pastry is.
No, actually, I wasn't. But what do you mean favourite pastry?
Oh, there's loads of different types, isn't there?
Croissant.
No, like short crust phyllo.
There's 2 in there.
No,
Puff pastry, short crust.
phyllo.
Who's phyllo?
Phyllo pastry.
Right.
Then there's another one, I think.
Is there?
But he'll know. He'll know what his favourite is.
He doesn't know pastry.
Okay, back to the episode. It's time for Vet the Guests.
This is a feature where I ask you 5 questions to see if you deserve to stay on the podcast.
Okay.
Vet the guest. 5 questions. Please answer honestly. Question 1: what video game would you like to live in?
Ooh.
He loves it.
Yeah, that is.
I know
difficult.
what he likes.
That is difficult.
I know what he likes. He loves that kind of thing.
There's only 3 video games, isn't there?
Philo,
GTA,
FIFA, the 3 FIFAs you've played,
and GTA.
I don't think I'd like to live in GTA. It's a lot of hassle. I like RPGs, so I'd quite like to live in something like Final
Role-playing
Fantasy.
game.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy is
7.
dangerous though.
Yeah, but
7.
yeah, specifically.
And who would you be friends with for the fans of that game?
Just one of the background characters who just tells you what's going on every time something happens. So it'd be like, oh, there's something in the sky today. I'd be like, yeah, well done, actually.
Sephiroth, though, is that how you say it?
I think it is, yeah.
He's got long grey hair, right? A bit like you. And he's very scary. He's got a long sword.
He
He's
doesn't have a
very
mustache,
scary.
though, but I think he would suit a mustache.
Oh, yeah. What, excuse me?
So I do have a long sword.
That's a smutty joke.
It's long and thin.
Question 2. This is a deep one. How do you want people to see you?
Remember or in
How do
the
you
present?
want people to see
How do I
you?
want people to perceive me?
Yeah.
I mean, as I get older, I just think
Yeah.
kind. I think
Kind.
nice and kind. Yeah.
Kind. Not like a guy that can use all the Adobes.
No, which is how I think people see me. Like, there's a guy who can use many of the Adobe suite. But I think I'd like them to go, but he's probably kind when he does it.
Do you pay for Adobe?
Yeah, I do.
Who pays for anything? I don't.
How did you get around it?
Piracy.
Oh my God. You get to believe
Can I give a quick tip though?
Yeah.
Basically, sorry, I'll do this really quick, right? If you use Adobe Premiere or whatever, Adobe,
You're trying to get sponsored.
they started the opposite. The opposite. They were doing a thing where they started a thing where they use your stuff to train their AI, which is going to replace
what?
editors and stuff, right? So a lot of people want to leave it, and a good friend of mine has been telling everyone that the only way you can get out of the paid thing without paying a cancellation fee is to get in touch with them and say, my employer is going to pay for this now. Excuse me. And then they have to cancel it. And you just get a cheeky little download. Piracy. I wouldn't do that. I would never
You
do
wouldn't
that.
do that, but there are options out there.
I would never do that. And don't even
I'm the reason-
suggest.
I'm the reason they got rid of the Pret subscription because I was just screenshotting it.
There's
I
a
wasn't.
Pret subscription.
There was.
What do you get
It's
on
not
a
the
Pret
same.
subscription?
It's stopped now because people were just screenshotting the QR code and
But
giving
like,
it to their
what-
mates because you
what
get
do you
like up to 5 free drinks
You
a
get
day.
the Pret
Oh,
editing
really?
It's like
software.
£25 a month.
And do you get just drinks or is it like a sandwich option?
I don't know.
Ooh.
It doesn't exist now though. So
Was there an option where you could pay cheaper, but you had adverts every time you used it?
yeah, there was like an advert inside your sandwich. You had to like take it out
Yeah.
or eat it.
You had to skip the top of your sandwich if you didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Question 3. What's the best temperature?
Oh, I've talked about this a lot.
See?
In my youth, I would have said around 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit though.
42.
Something like that, 100. But now I think it's about 23, 24.
Yeah, 23, 24.
Do you reckon?
I think that's good. I think that's solid. You like
That's a
to
good
I've gone up
temperature.
from last week. I said 25 last week. I'm going to say 27 this week.
Really? But
Really?
that's
That's-
quite
I want to be on
intense.
holiday so much. I'm fed up of all this. The rat race.
But wait, is it a 27?
The rat race.
So I think I think you're a dry heat person.
Sauna, yeah.
Oh,
Sauna over steam room, yeah.
dry heat.
I like both.
Yeah.
Quite like
Same
both.
time.
Same time.
Yeah.
Leave the door open to the
Yeah,
sauna,
yeah.
sit in the steam room.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get in saunas?
I was in a sauna yesterday.
Where?
Good. At the gym.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
His story checks
Oh,
out.
you're a gym guy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Ah.
He's got muscles.
It's got
Muscle mass.
Question 4. Best animal you've seen in the wild?
best animal I've seen in a while.
Like IRL.
Oh, I mean, I went to Madagascar a few years ago, so I saw pretty much every type of lemur, which was incredible. Yeah.
Do you mean you went to see the film Madagascar?
No, to the
Okay.
actual Madagascar to watch
Right.
the film Madagascar.
Yeah.
in its native
Lemur,
habitat.
are they the ones with like a long tail that hop around?
Yeah, they are, and they
Ring-tailed.
Yeah, that is one of
Yes.
the lemurs. That's the famous lemur.
Yeah.
That is the Madagascar film lemur. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very funny, man.
They are.
That's a
They're great.
very funny animal.
It's a very funny
I'd
animal.
rank that quite high on a funny
Because
animal
they're
list.
allowed to be stupid though. They've got no natural predators in Madagascar. That's one of the reasons. So a lot of the animals on Madagascar basically didn't evolve as much as other continents because when it's split off from Africa,
Yeah.
there's only really one predator on Madagascar. I think it's called a fusa, which is a kind of like dog, and it doesn't really get in the trees for them. So they didn't evolve much from when they split off because they didn't have to adapt.
Mhm.
new
Right.
things.
There were no.
A bit like your comedy,
dangerous.
Bilal. You haven't had to adapt it.
Yeah,
So you're not
because there's
grown.
no natural predators. For
I
it.
did.
Did you?
I did.
How did you adapt your comedy?
I said like I was like, give me a cheer if you're drinking, and then
Oh.
I changed to clever material like Joey Page. Now I say, give me a cheer if you're thinking.
Oh,
Did you say,
I would never say either of those. Sorry.
have a drink if you're cheering?
Yeah, and then a spit take. That'd be good.
Any good? Bilal, what's the most impressive animal you've seen in the
Yeah,
wild?
Badger.
really? They are.
Yeah, in
They're bigger than
Hastings.
you think.
Can I say about not wild, captive
What's the-
in the
Yeah, yeah.
zoo?
Yeah.
I've seen two very impressive animals at the zoo. I saw an axolotl,
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah, they're good.
and this is very impressive. It's really left an impression on me. Komodo dragon.
Oh,
For a while, they had a Komodo dragon at London Zoo.
Why'd that leave an impression on you?
They're
they're big,
pretty
man.
fierce. It's like a
Dragons are
real life
reason.
dinosaur.
Oh.
Yeah, skulking around.
And you know that their saliva is very poisonous.
Is it?
It's got so much bacteria in it. If you get bit by them, it's the bacteria that kills you.
Oh, that's not a nice way to go, is it? Have you guys ever been to Edinburgh Zoo?
No, actually, no.
Oh, there's a great animal in Edinburgh Zoo.
What is it?
It's a penguin, an emperor penguin, called Nils Olav. Have you heard of this penguin?
No.
Is that his name?
That's his name. It's amazing. So this happened. This penguin is famous because thinking about the 60s, one of the zookeepers left open the penguin enclosure by accident, and they were just watching, and all the penguins got out of the enclosure, walked around the edge, and went back in. Everyone was like, "That was fucking weird." So the next day they went, "Should we see if they do it again?" So they opened the thing. All the penguins got out, walked around, and went back in. And now every day in Edinburgh they have a thing called the Penguin Parade, which is where they open the door and all the penguins, if they want to, they'll have a walk and they look really happy and everyone's like claps them and stuff and then they go back in. But at some point the Norwegian army was in Edinburgh and they went to the zoo and they saw the Penguin Parade and they were so impressed they gave a penguin called Nils Olav, I assume they named him, the honorary rank in the Norwegian army as a private. But over the years, because of the way the Norwegian army works, he gradually increased in rank. And now he still exists. The original one died, but they loved the penguin so much they carried the rank and the title to another penguin. And now he's something like a commander in the army. Every couple of years, the Norwegian army comes over. They put a little sash on him, does the penguin parade, and they give him a little
Yeah,
salute.
but do you think it's got like PTSD from the wars?
Yeah, absolutely.
When-
His eyes, you can tell.
See, now I was going off in a different.
Okay, go on. What was yours?
Well, it seems to me that when they go to do that,
yeah.
the Norwegian army, when they're wasting time, that's when we attack Norway and take it over
Yeah, but
because they're not there.
You always
They're at
want
the
to
zoo.
take over Norway.
But they've got they've got a penguin in the army. You don't know what else they've got in there. They could have a really secret animal army.
Liger.
If they got,
Seen those?
they got
What?
drones.
A liger,
A
yeah.
liger.
Yeah.
When they breed a tiger and a lion. Weirdos.
That's how
Makes
that
a
works.
big fat cat.
If you were in the
That's
army
true.
and you're going up against an army of animals,
Yep.
what do you think's the worst one to go against?
A bears.
Bear
Yeah, I'm
army.
Based
terrified
on,
of bears.
Oh, yeah.
Based on that.
So I
film.
feel like bears are actually like the original hybrid animal. They're like a cross between a dog and a lion.
Never heard of bear. Describes a cross between a dog and a lion.
And that's pretty scary, I think you'll find.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like,
Lion dog.
but the speed of any kind of wild cat, big cat is they're very good.
Yeah.
You know at what they do.
But big cats are also regular cats. So all you need is like a
Tickle
laser
their
pointer.
chin.
Yeah, tickle their chin,
Mm.
ball of wool.
Lions though, man.
Hippo would be the worst, I reckon.
Do you think?
They are
Yeah.
technically the most dangerous animal on earth, so
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
they're very vicious.
But how could they be the most? How are they the most dangerous?
I don't
Is
know.
it because there's
There
no
was a
way to-
tournament.
Most kills in the wild.
There was a
I think.
tournament.
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
won Mortal Kombat.
Their finishing moves are insane.
They absolutely crushed a shark in the semi-finals.
You know when a hippo's going to do their finishing move, though, because they kind of go like forward, back a little bit.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
Oh, something's coming now.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Are
think.
you
what
still
is the
doing your
worst-
questions?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of what the worst animals are to fight.
You've forgotten where you are.
I think
what's going on.
a swarm of bees would be horrible. You can take a few out, but
Well, but they sting you and they die, so all you've got to do is take a sting from every single one you've won.
I once stood in a wasp's nest.
Oh,
Sorry, you what?
Stood in a wasp nest.
yeah.
Why?
Me and my friends had found out this guy near us was throwing out all his homebrew that he'd made. His wife was making him throw it out. And we heard he'd put it in his garden. So being naughty teenagers, we went and stole it. And then we spent the day tasting it. And we go like, oh, it's banana liqueur. And we started selling it to younger kids. And we hid it in a field. And we went to get some one day because we were selling well. And I took a step back. I thought I was still in like a bramble bush or something. And I looked down and my leg was just covered in wasps. I was getting stung. And at the time, do you remember 999?
Yeah, with Michael Burke.
Yeah. So I remember 999 had an episode on bees. And they're like, and it's just like Michael Burke's voice in my head is like, if you get stung by bees, run as fast as you can. They will return to protect the hive. So I just ran. And about 20 years after this, I ran into my friend's brother, and we're not seeing each other for ages. He went, you know what my favourite memory of you is? You ran past my grandma's one day, just going, because I was covered in wasps.
How many
Oh
times
my
did you get
God.
stung?
I counted 21 just in my ankle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my leg
It
went
must have been
numb.
so painful.
Yeah, it was.
Because that feeling, I've been stung like a tiny bit, like on the neck or something. It's such a weird pain, isn't it?
I
You
made
been stung?
I made my dad get stung by a hornet.
You made him.
Yeah, well, it was accidental, but so we were on holiday in Cyprus, and it had like a pool, this villa, and there was a hornet in the pool, and I've heard that if you kill them, they emit a like
Like a distress beacon.
yeah, and then more come. So I put it by the side of the pool, hoping it just wouldn't die and emit its thing, and then it sort of disappeared. But what it had done is it had crawled under the sunbed, and then my dad came out. He was sat by the pool, and then he stood up and he stood on it, and it stung him.
Oh.
And he was like, "Oh my God, I've been stung by a hornet." And he said it's the worst pain he's ever been in his life.
Really?
And then I was like, "Dad?" He's like, "Yes." I said, "I think that might be my fault." He was like, "How could it possibly be your fault?" And I told him. He was like, "You wanker."
But this is a
But
lesson.
and it was the day that we flew home as well, so he had to fly home with like a hornet sting.
Oh.
They're
It was the worst-
massive,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're so scary.
Yeah.
Apologies again, Father.
Did the hornet die? did the
I
other
think
hornets
my-
come
No,
from?
they didn't come. So that's
I
bollocks.
thought it might be like the end of Predator 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or if they did come, we were already on our way to the airports.
Final question. If you got the chance for massive fortune, right? Would you do a crypto scan with Logan Paul?
I would.
Yeah,
You
why
would.
not?
But what about your reputation?
I haven't got one.
Be awful.
Hang on. Does the money require me to do this with Logan Paul?
Yes.
Then yeah, I'll do it. Again, getting older, like, you know, dignity.
But do you think
stuff
if you
like that.
didn't have a child, your answer?
Oh,
would be different?
then I'd be like, yeah, not a thing. But now, yeah.
CoffeeZilla would do a video on you. You know that guy?
No,
He exposes all the scammers like Joey Page.
really. Have you been exposed?
If you want us to stop scanning people, I can't even say it.
Scanning.
Stop scanning. Is that what it's called? Scanning?
Yeah.
If you want us to stop scamming people, then why not sign up to our Patreon? It's only a couple of quid a month and you get loads of extra content and you'd really be stopping us from being awful to other people.
Bonus question: what's your favourite pastry?
Oh,
Yes.
are we talking pastry type or
Yeah.
love a philo?
Phyllo.
Love a philo pastry.
With what would you have? Spinach and feta in that baby.
Yeah, dude. To be honest, I'd just like it. If I were talking about which pastry item,
Shoe.
I love a sausage roll.
Shoe,
Shoe pastry.
Puff.
Shoe.
flaky.
Flaky pastry.
Just looking up all the pastries.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Matt. You scored 3,000. That's very high.
Is that
in
really
the
high?
Quiz.
Oh,
You can
great.
stay on the podcast.
Thank you.
I want to actually, excuse me, everybody. I would like to get stuck straight in with a listener's problem.
Ooh.
Okay, because we neglected to do it last week, and there's been a lot of complaints. Not even from the listeners, but from the podcast judiciary.
They're making
They
threats.
said you're not dealing with enough problems on the
Has
podcast.
Ryan threatened you again?
Not Ryan.
He shouldn't do that.
It's
Case.
Mark. No, you know Mark Maron. He runs the podcast league.
Does he?
Yeah, because he was first podcaster.
And he's threatened to shoot you.
He said if you don't deal with more problems, you won't be able to call yourselves Got a Problem Mate.
Oh no.
You have to be called Got a Mate.
I used to listen to Mark Maron a lot.
Yeah?
You heard his podcast?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I've not listened for ages.
Neither have I. Stopped. You stopped, don't you?
You just stop.
It's
Don't
too-
stop watching or listening, by the way. You're not allowed to stop.
Yeah,
No, you're not allowed
that's
to stop.
specifically to Mark Maron's.
Mm.
Yeah. Listen, if any sponsors want to sponsor us, right, listen, you don't even need to pay that much. We'll do it for next to nothing.
Not next to nothing.
Next to nothing.
What is next to nothing?
£20 each
An app.
per episode.
Oh,
That's
mate.
loads of money, mate. We're doing loads of episodes.
Racks up. Just gotta remember,
Yeah.
it's not one flat fee.
Yeah,
Right, how much
but
do
I
you want?
come here in a helicopter, so I've got to pay the fees.
How much do you want?
Huh?
How much do you want per episode?
I would do it for. I will do this podcast for £150 a week.
All right, Matt, what do you want?
I will take. Do you know what? I'll take nothing because I don't, and just give it to you to keep the podcast alive.
Thank you.
That's good.
Okay.
Would you if Logan Paul
Yeah.
said he was the sponsor and every week you just had to say hi, just big thank you to Logan Paul?
Our audience would completely be
Would
different
it?
people, you know?
I'd love
They'd.
that.
That's the thing.
So I
though,
like being mean to the audience, but I
I
like
do
our
think,
audience.
like-
But I want some scumbags that I can really lay into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that'd
would
be
be
good,
quite
actually,
good.
yeah.
Be quite freeing.
I want people like giving me a bit of needle on the comments on YouTube, so I can get stuck into them.
The reason I ask that is because I don't know if I worry about things like integrity too much. Do you know what I mean?
Why
Does
would
it
you?
really matter?
Why would you?
Why do I?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares, mate?
Go
Okay,
on.
you ready for this?
Listeners' problem.
This is from Big Toby.
Da-da-da-da.
Ooh.
It's from Big Toby
Big
on
Toby.
Twitter. I refuse to call it X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Good.
He says, "Hey guys, I live in a house share,
Mm.
and it's come to my attention that I am the untidy one. How do I solve this before my housemates get too annoyed with me? People say that leaving cupboards open is a sign of ADHD, but I don't think that excuse is going to cut it with my housemates. I'm just really bad at putting stuff away and being organised. I'm not unclean, but I am untidy." I mean, this sounds like me. That's exactly
sounds
what I'm
exactly
that
like
just
you.
sounds
Yeah.
like life.
Yeah.
So, how do you become a tidier housemate? Because I don't have the answer for this because I am not very good at this.
You look like a tidy person.
He's a filthy
Can
pig.
be.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
is a filthy
disgrace.
pig.
I think, right, what you do is let's say you're cooking, you set yourself a little alarm that reminds you to tidy up. Do you know what I mean?
So you got an alarm for the cooking.
I mean, I don't need to do
If you're
that.
cooking, you just tidy as you go.
I
No,
I
you
like to
don't.
tidy as I no.
Yeah.
My flat looks like a scene out of Twisters every time I cook.
Really?
Yeah, there's doors open. There's like stuff on the floor. I really like cooking, but it gets.
I mean,
I'm like
cupboards
jazz, I'm like a
open.
jazz cook.
Cupboards open is not a huge deal. There's a big difference between like cupboards open and loads of dishes in the sink.
But I
and
don't
in the
think
way
it
and
didn't
stuff.
even mention the kitchen.
But I mean, if
It's
you-
like
if-
leaving stuff everywhere.
If you're naturally
Mm.
untidy, it's hard to break that habit. So the best thing you could do is start framing his other housemates for being untidy.
oh, that
So-
is good.
So start leaving their stuff places. So then, say there's 4 people in the house. He's
Mm.
untidy. He makes one other look untidy, and then the other 2 complain. So when he's talking to the
Yeah.
others, you go,
So
you go,
basically,
"Hey, you're
are
being
you saying
untidy.
sneak into someone's room,
Get some of their
nick some
stuff.
stuff, and then like
Just so- yeah.
strewn it about the place?
Just yeah, you should do it like when he gets rid of dirt in Shawshank. You should
no,
just
I
put
haven't
it.
actually seen it.
Never seen Shawshank.
No, I don't really
mate.
watch a lot of films.
Ah, yeah. Just put it in your trousers and just shake it out
Mm.
around the lounge and stuff.
Or like if there's one really hairy housemate, which I imagine if I
Yeah.
live with you, you'd be so hairy. Just start like leaving your hairs.
But that's
Me?
Around and about,
that's
yeah.
not untidy, is it? I won't look at someone and go, "Oh, they're very untidy. They leave hairs everywhere."
That's
You
quite
gotta
That's
nasty.
tidy
though,
messy.
of
That's
course.
messy.
Loads of hairs in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Put hair in my own pasture and be like, Bilal!
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not
What do you think
mine.
it'd be like if we lived together?
I think there'd be a lot of hair in pasta. We'd have a laugh.
I'd use all your stuff.
I'd use your stuff.
You don't know what I've got.
You got pasta sauce?
Yeah.
I'm drinking that.
What's your favourite thing in your house?
In my house,
Yeah.
probably my new record player and sound system.
Oh, nice. Would you let him use that?
Absolutely not. He doesn't know how to use technology.
I don't want. Do you have records? Nah.
Nah.
I have a nice speaker and I Spotify it, and a new song
Oh.
comes out, and I'm
Oh,
grooving
I
away.
love a speaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaker.
what about my lucky pants?
What about them?
Why are
They're
they
my other
lucky?
prized possession.
Do
Yeah,
you
I wouldn't
actually
let
have?
wear them?
I'll wear those.
No,
Do you
you're
actually
not.
have a pair of lucky
No.
pants?
Some are better, some are nicer than others, sure.
Yeah.
But another way
Yeah.
of dealing with this is similar to your alarms. Is I think you just have to give yourself a bit more time. Like mine is always like, I've tried to pick an outfit to where none of them have really come off for me, and I've left the outfits I didn't wear strewn about my bedroom.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's in my own room. I'm in my own flat, so I don't have to share with anybody. So it kind of doesn't matter. But if you're living with people, they're not going to be coming into your room, so it's
Yeah.
not really a thing. But just like set a little in supermarkets. There's a thing, or certainly in M&S called, because I know this because I used to work there.
Showing his colours now, isn't he?
Thing called a rumble, where they'll be like, right, everybody on the floor, we're going to just do a quick 10-minute sweep through, tidy the whole place.
Yeah.
The rumble, right? I think they have it in a Sainsbury's as well, rumble. So you can do a
Yeah.
little rumble of your own flat, 5 minutes, tidy up as much as you can.
That's
and then
good.
go
So
out.
make
So-
it like a game show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the Pomodoro
Yeah.
method of setting a timer and getting stuff done. And there's like a more manly term for it as well, for like the bros.
There's no
tech
term
bro
more
guys.
manly than a Pomodoro, surely.
Pomodoro. I can't remember
just
what
a
it
timer.
is. Yeah,
Okay.
timer, 10 minutes. It's good for writing as well.
I'm going to solve one of your problems that you didn't even know you had now.
Oh, God.
Because you said you leave clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, when we moved house, we got, you know, those sort of like coat hangers with like a little seat. Like you get them, they look like they belong in a PE room. You've got like hooks for coats
Yeah.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got one of those and put them in our bedroom. And now we have a place for the in-between clothes, the ones that don't go back in the drawer but aren't ready for the wash yet.
Oh,
And that's a game changer.
that is a game changer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
Should I get you that for
And a
Christmas?
seat.
yeah.
A
Yeah.
seat.
Oh, you won't use the seat because it's covered in clothes.
I've
Yeah.
got a chair for that, though.
Exactly, but then you get your chair back because you've got the in
I
between.
wouldn't sit in the chair anyway. It's mostly ornamental because it's my bedroom.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a chair that I was going to throw out, and I was like, it's been with me a long time.
Lucky chair.
Yeah, it's been with me a long time, so I just thought, I'll just put that in there. It's on its last legs.
Hey.
He can do it. He's got it. He's
Yeah.
still got it. He's on tour, everybody.
He's on tour, everybody.
Very soon.
Matthew, what problem have you brought to the table this week? I hope that solved your problem, Big Toby.
I have a problem.
Big Toby.
Big Toby.
I refuse to get help for this, but our downstairs toilet flushes hot.
What?
Oh, I had this. It's disgusting.
What?
Yeah, they've.
Do you live
piped
in a
it
block?
wrong. No, it's a new build.
Oh, no.
So yeah, they've plugged the toilet in wrong. So if it's actually nice in the winter, you can flush it 3 times and then sit down and it steams.
But you don't want steamy
You
old
don't want that.
toilet water.
Up your bum.
Oh, I mean that's the way. It doesn't steam up your butt.
And then it comes out.
You'd
your mouth.
like it. You're a steam sauna guy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a sauna, yeah.
It's like a sauna.
I didn't know that was possible.
Steam
Yeah, I
shit
didn't know.
water.
Yeah.
No.
Well, in theory, it's cleaner, isn't it? It's like it's disinfecting every time.
No, because it's the bacteria's
not
breeding.
boiling.
There's a reason why we
Look,
don't have hot water in toilets.
This is
No,
tapped
because this
into
happened in my
something.
flat, but I'm in a block of flats, and I had to complain that because it was almost like boiling water that was coming
Yeah,
through my
no,
toilet.
it gets hotter as you flush because it's like running
and
a
it's
tap.
like obviously
yeah.
that's not good for the hygiene of the system.
But it's also it makes the room a bit clammy.
It was disgusting.
Can I have
But
to
luckily,
say
because I live in a
something.
block of flats, and I don't own the block,
You know
they
what?
had to sort it.
Yeah, you don't want a claggy toilet.
I have
don't.
to say something. I'm
What?
sorry, but at Joey's birthday party, I was talking to his father,
Yeah.
and he told me that when Joey was, what was it, 2 or 3,
Oh.
had an absolute obsession with toilets
That
and
is
would look
true.
in them and would go to people's houses and ask how many toilets they have.
And do you know why? Because I just couldn't understand where the water went. So I thought it was a bit of a magic trick. So I go and flush as many toilets as I could because I was trying to
Yeah.
in my little.
So the
If
way
you
you
did that
got,
in my house, it cost me a fortune, mate.
yeah, it must be costing you loads of money.
yeah, I was thinking that. That's not good.
Are you still obsessed with toilets?
No, not at all.
Best toilet you ever saw?
Sounds like it.
I think when I was about, I think the best when we moved,
Yeah.
because I was like super young, I was like 3 or something. When we moved to a new house and it had 2 toilets,
That was it
that
for
blew
you.
my mind. Upstairs, downstairs, mad.
I got
What a
loads
time
of
to be
toilets.
alive.
Love a toilet.
Wow.
You gotta have toilets.
So, have you spoke to the landlord and that?
We keep meaning to get it sorted, but
Okay,
You've got
but
to
you've been
get it
busy.
sorted.
yeah.
Have you only got 1 toilet?
No, we got 4.
4.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we got a downstairs toilet, bathroom, and then we got 2 en suites.
2 en-suites?
Yeah.
Do you and your wife live in separate rooms? What's going on?
Yeah. No, we moved south and got a house. So yeah,
And you wanted 4 toilets?
we didn't want them. It just was perks. of
That's
having-
more
4-year-old
people
me
than
would
in your
that
family.
would blow my fucking
Well,
mind.
toilets aren't people, but yeah, I get the
More,
get the-
yeah, that's more. Yeah,
more toilets than people.
So
yeah.
you're just not using the hot flush one?
the toilets aren't people.
But that's the downstairs one, so that gets used all the time because that's the one you nip to. The spare room doesn't get used, basically.
But you've got to not use the downstairs one.
If anybody
for
at
a bit,
home,
right?
if anybody at home is
Maybe that's my
struggling-
problem. I've got too many toilets.
If we'd have had
Yeah.
you on like 6 months ago, you would have solved Bilal's problem of living in a disgusting flat. You could have just lived in one of his spare toilets. And it would
Yeah.
have
Let
been
me
better than
live
the
in
flat
your
you was
spare
in.
toilet.
yeah.
If
But is that
anybody,
a mess,
if anybody
toilet
out there
though?
is struggling and needs somewhere to stay for a while, Matt Highton has got a couple of en suites he's not using.
Yeah.
It's got a hot toilet you can live in.
Hot tub toilet.
Come into the hot
tub
toilet. We'll flush it, get it warm in there.
This is making me feel ill.
Is
Hot
it
toilet
really?
thing. I really hated it when it was going in my flat. It's
It is
freaking me out.
disgusting,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So I've never experienced this, so it just sounds funny to me.
But you don't want hot water going through your system.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want that.
I've actually got an incredibly slow to refill toilet. So when people come over for like a bit of a party or whatever, I think people panic because if they go in after someone that's just been in there, they're not flushing for a while.
Oh, here's a thing that I think.
Yeah,
is a
your
myth.
flush is bad.
I think the flushes that have like 2 flushes,
that's
and one's
pointless.
supposed to be a big flush and one's a
Yeah,
little.
it's
Exactly the same, isn't it?
It's exactly
The one where it's a button and the 2.
Yeah.
yeah, it's exactly the
Stupid.
same. It's just a
get
gimmick.
out of here.
It's
with
like
that.
this podcast. It's just a gimmick. We're not interested in people's problems.
No, I don't even like people.
What's your problem?
Yeah, have you got any problem?
Well, we haven't even solved yours, but I would say you've
Yeah.
got to
I'd
get
get a
onto-
plumber in. I think.
what I would do
Is it
is-
going to be really
I'd
expensive?
get onto the landlord. Wait, do you own? Is it your own place?
Yeah.
No. So you should get onto the landlord. I think we should give you some time to do it now in the podcast.
No,
And I
no,
think you've got to get it done.
no. Maybe I like it.
Okay.
Maybe there's a part of me. In the winter, I don't mind it.
Hmm.
It's quite nice.
Summer's nearly over.
Yeah.
How depressing. What's your problem, Bilal?
What is it?
Do you find you're looking for problems? then?
Yeah.
Do you dream of a big problem coming in?
I have, man. Dreaming of big problem. I have just a basic question, really, and it's what you cook on a budget? How would you do such a thing?
If
How
I
would
wanted
one-
to cook on a budget,
How would one?
it's hard
what do
these
you-
days, isn't it?
That's what I mean. The cost of things.
You
is,
need to work out what time your supermarket does its
Sunday.
It's
yellow
rumble.
ticket.
Does its rumble?
Yeah,
Does it- and
Sunday.
does it, like-
Rumble. Should you go in? When do you think they bring the stuff out with the yellow stickers? Like, is it like?
I think
probably-
about 7.
Do you think it's that late?
Mm.
So if I go at 7:05 and I'm
Mm.
like just like pushing everyone out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're thinking about this wrong
Okay.
because you're thinking of one meal, trying to make it cheap.
Yeah.
But the best thing you can do
Batch cooking.
is batch cook. Do like one big pasta bake that's going to do 3 nights for you.
And are you putting that in the freezer?
Can do.
Yeah, you
don't
could.
want it.
Pasta's bad, isn't it? There's a student who died the other year because he had pasta that'd been out for like 5
Excuse
days.
me?
Yeah, pasta's really bad for getting bacteria if you leave it out for too long.
But what
It's
if you have
fine
it
in
in
the fridge.
Yeah.
Fine in the fridge, but not for.
They left it out for
long.
5 days. And
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, I
apparently
mean-
it was on the side there, and yeah, bleak. So that's the other thing. You batch cook, but
I'm good at hygiene around food, you know.
Yeah. freeze stuff.
When
like
I
that.
deal with raw chicken, I always lick my fingers.
What's I've just seen your deal with raw chicken hand
Yeah.
symbol. It's one for the YouTube.
Mm.
How often are you dealing with raw chicken?
It's good because
And
you
then he's
lose a
using
lot
the
of
hot
weight.
flush toilet.
Yeah. You don't need to eat much.
Let me come over and use your hot
Yeah,
flush
that is a
toilet.
good way. Just give yourself food poisoning once a month. Then you've got a week off of cooking.
Ah, there's probably people that do stuff like that.
The first
We
time,
do absolutely condone that, by the way.
first time I ever stayed at my now wife's place.
Oh
When we
yeah.
first got together.
Oh
She
yeah.
cooked for me. It was just after the fringe. I was a bit run down. I got
Oh.
food poisoning. I couldn't leave her house for 5 days.
you think that she planned that?
That was my plan. Sort of a reverse Munchausen.
What did you get? What was the food? Sorry,
It's
what
chicken.
happened?
She was very nice. She made me a Balmoral chicken because I'd come back from Edinburgh.
What's Balmoral chicken?
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
one with haggis, isn't it? Chicken and haggis. You know, right? What are you guys doing in Edinburgh? Working hard?
I don't care.
Not been to the zoo. Not been for a
No.
Balmoral chicken.
Was the chicken like
Raw,
slightly,
completely
raw?
Yeah.
Minced, raw minced.
Al
chicken.
fresco.
Yeah. Blue, I like it.
I
blue.
think go
Yeah.
out. I think you should eat out more, and then complain and get the meal
Ooh,
for
yeah.
free.
Okay.
You could be like those people in the 90s who put a little shard of glass in there.
Well, do you know what
Did they?
happened?
Yeah, to pretend that they found glass in it.
I did a
Wow.
gig, and my girlfriend came with me, and afterwards it was like we were gonna go cinema, but we couldn't see anything on, and we were quite hungry, so we just went to a Nando's, right? And there was a baby cockroach in her food, in her
Are you
broccoli,
serious?
and she was like, sorry, I'm not even trying to really complain about this, but it would be great if you could just remake my food. And they were like, no, we'll give you your meal for free. She was like, I don't really mind. Just get rid of the broccoli
Yeah,
where the dead baby cockroach is.
I want to
So
know.
she goes the other way.
You
But-
can't eat there.
But
You can't eat the cockroach. No. No.
but you could go the other way and you could get a couple of free meals.
Yeah.
You could just
I could have a little cockroach buddy.
Yeah.
We wink at each other.
Yeah. Or you could work like
Train
a
him.
team. So you like get in there and play dead. That
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
and it-
yeah.
Yeah.
If you were
Yeah,
going to eat
see?
a cockroach at Nando's, how hot would you have it?
Medium.
I like it. Do they do it anymore? Mango. That mango.
Lime. Is it
Oh,
mango and
mango.
lime?
Something like
Yeah.
lime and chicken.
Too
Yeah.
expensive, Nando's.
Is it?
For what it
Yeah,
is.
for what it is, it's
It's
too
like,
expensive.
it's like the Five Guys of chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got a middle market.
I don't go there often, but
Nah.
especially since the cockroach.
Yeah, I'll put you off.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Well, why are we talking about food?
We're trying to
'Cause you-
find it.
you
we're
on a
trying to make it
budget.
cheap for you.
It's your problem.
Oh yeah, I know that. Obviously, potatoes can be quite cheap.
Yeah.
Very
what
versatile
else?
as
What
You
well.
have to
else?
also cook
Rice.
what's in season.
rice.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents bought me a 10-kilogram bag of Layla rice. That's the brand. It's very good, right? I went to this shop near on my new high street, right? They got all this Tupperware.
You went there
And
with,
I was like-
with your bag.
Well, not with the bag. I said, "What's your biggest Tupperware?" And he gave me this one, and I thought it's £6. I thought that's maybe not right. It fit every grain of the 10 kilograms perfectly, and it sits in a place
There's
that's
no
perfect. I got the
Tupperware that
rice
big.
cooker. I'm gonna scoop it up every
You're like
night.
fucking Jim
What did you
Baker.
get?
Every
Al
night.
Pacino or
I'm
something?
doomsday.
Popping it
prepper.
in. I'm popping it into the rice cooker,
Yeah.
right? And we're having
All
rice
10
with stuff.
all 10 kilos.
all 10 kilos. Me and
Into
my
the
wife
rice
ate.
That
Okay.
explains why he keeps on saying, "Do you want to come over for rice?" I'm not really.
How big would the rice get once it's cooked though? It swells.
Yeah, but you're not putting it in that.
No,
would
I
you
can't.
mix?
I
Would
couldn't
you
fit
mix
10 kg.
cooked rice with uncooked rice?
Yeah, I'd mix it
Just
with
for
raw
fun.
chicken.
How much rice do you think you could eat in one go? Do you think you could do a 10k bag?
No. Do you?
Give it a go, but I don't think I could.
Imagine Man v Food if he just did that.
10k bag.
Just white rice.
My problem is, as I've become 40 and I'm desperately trying to stay relevant with the younger audience, I'm trying to keep up with trends and things, right? And my girlfriend Rebecca introduced me to. We were listening to Apple Music. They've got radio stations, right? Don't you dare switch off and turn
To
one of
say
those on.
you're
And-
trying to keep in touch with the young people, you said that like it was magic.
Yeah, because you don't get that on Spotify,
No.
right? And it was this mumble rap
Oh
show
no.
and trap music.
Yeah.
But like, why? What is that? Like, what am I missing with that?
It's catchy.
It's not.
It's a bit catchy.
You can't understand what anyone's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like
all the
it,
songs
but...
sound the same. Everyone's auto-tuned.
Yeah.
If there's
I don't
any
like
out
that.
there, I will come down here. I'll fight you about this.
What?
You could just get them on and talk to them about it, but yeah.
Do you know Designer, who did the song Panda?
How's it go?
That's
That's what I'm
That's
talking about.
how it goes. That is what it goes.
Is it not just like a modern scat? Is that
I I don't.
Yeah, it's not very good. We could do an album.
But that's more popular than us, and and you can actually understand what we're saying.
Maybe we should do it so you can't understand.
Oh.
Maybe that's the key.
Yeah.
No, I know. I don't like. The problem is, especially we like a lot of hip hop, and
We
then
do
the
like a lot.
mumble rap. I don't get it. Case, you like mumble rap at all?
Certain types, Young Thug, you know, like in terms of trap, Future, that type of stuff.
Oh, Future. Oh, is he mumble
Elliot?
rap?
More trap.
No, at all.
Not at all. Thank you. No. So what am I missing? Why am I not getting it? I'm desperate to get it and be young and liked.
The thing is, you gotta listen to the pioneers, so your Young Thugs and your Futures, where they know how to do it. Don't listen to the new guys who follow what they're doing.
Right.
They're like idiots, basically.
Future's all right.
Yeah,
That's-
Future's a goat, of course. Yeah, like, he pioneered it, so that's why he's good.
He's a what?
He's got a good
The
voice.
GOAT, greatest.
Oh, the
of all
goat. I thought
time.
you said a golf. I was like, what's that one?
Got excited.
Greatest of
Life.
life fun.
Yeah. Greatest of life fun. On the golf.
What's that song? Mask Off.
Mask
That's
Off.
his big hit.
Is that
But
after
that's
COVID?
not. He is kind of mumbling.
Was it?
It's got nothing to do with COVID,
Oh,
actually. It's
Before
before,
COVID,
yeah. But it could be used as an
Mask
anthem
Off.
for. You an anti-vaxxer?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, we believe the Earth's flat.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer it when the F is flat white.
Flat white.
So that's my problem solved. I'm going to go and listen to Future,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'll report back next week. And
Young
Young Thug.
Yeah.
I don't know Young Thug that well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I preferred garage music.
Oh, I can't remember
Yeah.
now. There's that other one.
Oxide and Neutrino.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's another.
Yeah.
I can't
DJ
remember.
Looking MC Neat.
Yeah.
There was
All the
They came in
classics.
pairs.
The Prodigy.
Yeah, they did. come
Joey
in pairs.
Page and his silly little mate Bilal.
Yeah,
We're doing
it's nice.
Glastonbury.
Main stage. We booked it.
Let's manifest that we do this podcast at Glastonbury next year.
Would you want to?
Yeah.
Be too noisy.
Don't care.
Quite noisy, yeah.
Chaos. I thrive in chaos. Okay. I actually would quite like to talk to you about your film quickly.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
we
didn't
should have
know
done
that I didn't know that you did a film.
Yeah, it's been on the down low. We're just getting to the point where we're nearly finished with it.
Oh.
So
Can
yeah.
you tell us anything about it on here?
Little bits. It's all pretty much under wraps. But a couple of years ago, me and a bunch of comedians.
Wasn't invited.
Wasn't
Yeah,
invited.
did you get that?
No, I
Did you
didn't
get
get
a
invited,
text?
didn't get invited.
Once I'd been doing stuff with, you guys are too busy. So yeah.
I like the way you got out.
Yeah,
Because I actually believed that. And I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't.
Go on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but we all wanted to make a film, so we basically pulled in favors, resources, stuff like that, and we shot an improvised film, and just absolutely went for it. And it's taken me 2 years to get to the point where we just got to pitch a lot this week. Sounds come in, and then we're going to put it out, and you guys can come and watch it if you want.
Oh, great.
I
Yeah,
can't
we
say
will.
too much yet.
Okay,
We are
okay.
under wraps.
Is
but
it called Asteroid City?
Yeah, I am Wes Anderson.
For anyone listening, he's wearing an Asteroid City t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's where that joke came from.
Yeah, it sounds tough. I want to do that.
Yeah, we
one
talked
day.
about it.
Talked
a while
about it.
back, yeah.
But hearing real people like you that have done it, it sounds a lot harder than I
It
imagined.
is, but and this is for anyone who's got a problem. Just if you don't start something, it never gets finished. But if you start and it takes 2-3 years, then eventually you will get there. That's the thing. It's just getting out the door. There's a really incredible VFX artist called Phil Tippett. I always think of him in this. He made a film called Mad God.
Okay.
And it's basically a stop motion film, and he's done VFX like Star Wars, like all the major films that you've seen.
Premier
when you
League?
grew up. Yeah, he's done the Premier League stop motion. He did the little claymation on Sensible Soccer. That's what he did. But yeah, he spent nearly 40 years just animating in his house, and then eventually just get there, do it at your own pace.
Yeah, I mean, in October, I've been doing stand-up for 19 years. I can't see me going to 40 years before I break through.
You could take 40 years to film a stand-up special. That would be cool.
That would be funny. But you keep going back, like doing a bit at a time, so you gradually get older throughout the special.
that would
Until
be
the end,
really
you're just
good.
coughing.
That would be really
That
good.
would be really
Same
good.
venue, same background.
More hunched over.
That is an incredible art project.
Yeah, that is.
It's
Yeah.
like the film. Is it Boyhood? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
You can make the Boyhood of stand-up. That is actually a great idea.
Yeah. Take a lot of time.
It would take a lot.
You'd
of
have to
time.
have an absolute banger of a callback to close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Would you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it. Anyone want to help?
Nah.
No, I'm busy.
Well, so I think that's all we've got time for this week.
Thank you so much for joining
no,
us.
thanks for
Matthew, where
having
can
me.
people
It's been
find
really
you on the
fun.
internet?
I mean, all around. I still, to my sin, use Twitter a lot. Matt
It's
Tyson.
bad, isn't it? How
It
much
is.
that's.
I'm
And
addicted.
I don't mean in
But
terms
it's great
of.
that all of us are still calling it Twitter.
I don't mean like ethically. I don't even mean that. I mean it's so bad now.
Yeah.
Like it's useless.
Yeah.
It used to be
Started
great.
using Threads, and that is like,
It's crap.
it's just weird.
Instagram.
Yeah. I don't do much on there. Try and put things on TikTok. Just, you know what? Just Google me, and you'll find the platform for you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with a loved one or neighbour.
Send it to your mother.
Yeah. And if you've
Or
got a
your brother.
problem, get it in gotaproblemmate@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
see you.
using that email address to set. I used it to set up a LinkedIn, so I'm getting a lot of links.
We'll see you next week.
Love you, everyone. See you soon. Goodbye.
Don't touch me again.